I took time off of social media for self-rediscovery, to understand my purpose and, get the picture clear of my vision, where I really wanted to be and how to work towards achieving my dreams. What's good, beautiful people? It's Fayboy on the other side of your screen. I know a lot of you are wondering why you would send this face, and I'll remind you on Lucky Udo's platform, when he posted a story about a guy who wants to be a superstar sometime in 2022, right? But he's getting laughed at because he's someone with albinism. And I also have this conviction that a good number of you guys watching right now got to see that interview, that story on Mufasa Tunde Ednut's IG page, which is where you got to know me from. And I also have this strong feeling that a good portion of you guys watching got to know me from Davido's story when he reposted the same story. 2022 was one hell of a year for me, to be honest. And before I proceed, I would honestly like to, acknowledge this personality, starting with Lucky Udo. At this point, I don't really know how to thank the man no more. If you're watching right now, sir, I want to let you know that you're a blessing to humanity. God bless your heart. Thank you for making my 2022. And secondly, Mufasa Tunde Ednut. Like, they don't call you Kingmaker for no reason. You deserve that name and other beautiful names. God bless you. God bless your heart for making queens and kings. You're amazing, man. God bless you. And thirdly, the video OBO, like, God bless that man's heart, man. I need you guys to understand that he is one of, if not the biggest artist in Africa, right? So, like, that post was like a shocker from me. I didn't really see that one coming. I was 3 things after that repost. I was shocked, like literally out of my skin. I was surprised. I was ashamed in the sense that, I kind of want OBO to know me, right? But like, not under that circumstance. If you know my story been out there and shit, I feel kind of shy in a way here. So, but right now I'm kind of looking back at that, and I'm glad that he did. I'm grateful that he did. I'm blessed that he did. So shout outs to OBO. God bless you. God bless your heart. You're an amazing human being. I'm actually looking forward to, meeting you someday, and, we probably getting to work on some amazing projects together. Yeah, God will make that happen. I feel like I owe the answer to this question to everybody watching right now, and I'm gonna start like this. You see, sometimes in life you'll have to take a step backwards in order to take 2 steps forward. That is kind of all I did in a nutshell. That is, if I wouldn't want to go into detail, but I really would want to do that. You see, as a music artist, you need to understand your purpose and have a vision. Your purpose is like a car that drives you to your destination, and that destination being like the vision. You get what I'm saying? This is something that, when I'm talking about purpose and vision, right, this is something that you can explain to people, but they may not really, get the idea, get the picture the way that you do in your head, making the journey a whole lot personal. Like, people with like good intentions and your best interest at heart, they can, like, elevate you to a point that they understand what you just explained to them about your purpose and vision, right? But at the end of the day, the sole responsibility of getting you to wherever you picture yourself as a music artist rests on your shoulder, and only your shoulder. You see, I took time off of social media for self-rediscovery, to understand my purpose and, get the picture clear of my vision, where I really wanted to be and how to work towards achieving my dreams. As you all know, a lot happened with me in 2022. I even got a DM from Spyro in 2022. Yeah, who is your guy Spyro I'm talking about? But then he wasn't really your guy. I mean, the song wasn't like getting traction there. So in 2023, when I was already offline working, the song was kind of already getting traction and, hitting up, hitting up, and the remix came through. I felt like I had seen the name somewhere, and which I later came across in my inbox. Yeah, at that point I was like, all by myself. I remember breaking a smile. I was so happy, but I was already offline working, so I kind of picked motivation from that. I mean, this is someone who a huge portion of his, fan base who got to know him the following year didn't even know who he was. And the following year, he literally had one of the biggest songs and collaborations in the world, you feel me? So I kind of picked motivation from that. I feel like if I could, keep doing my thing, keep putting in work, it could be my turn, you know what I mean? My turn could just swing by. Yeah, so taking time off of social media is the best move, I would say, career-wise for me, because among the list of things that I was able to do and achieve are 2 amazing EPs, like my first 2 major projects, which are gonna be out sometime in the month of May. That is this month of May, yeah, consecutively within 48 hours. That is, the first project will go live, and then within 48 hours the next project follows. The title of the first EP is A Major Player from the Minority, which is basically me as someone with albinism, stepping up, defying all odds, and like giving a voice to my people, every other person with albinism out there, to get up and literally chase their dreams and stuff. And yeah, that is the name of the first EP project, called Life. And the name of the second project is Uniquely Different, which basically describes me as someone with albinism, and not just me, every other person with albinism out there. I'm unique, we are unique, and we are different, you know what I mean? And so are both EPs. I mean, I don't mean like Uniquely Different is like a name for both EPs, but that is like describing them generally, you know what I mean? And I don't like to spoil no surprises, to be very honest. I would tell you this for certain: you are in for a real treat with both body of work. I can't wait to share them with you guys. It's total madness, it's total chaos, and all I can say right now from where I sit is anticipate. Yeah. God did cover. Before I say anything about that cover, I would really love to, acknowledge and offer my maximum respect to every bright music mind that worked on that project. First of all, respect to DJ Khaled, maximum respect to that man, respect to Ricky Rose, Rick Ross, respect to Lil Wayne, respect to Jay-Z, there's a legends in the game, respect to Friday, Melody God, Undisputed, respect to John Legend, one of the greatest singers in the world, one of the best to ever touch a microphone. You see, Guarded is one of my and every other bright music mind that worked on that project, literally from like scratch, right, to finish. Respect, hats off to everybody. It's an amazing body of work. You see, Guarded is still, like I was saying, Guarded is till date one of my favorite project. Yeah, I used to listen to rap and hip-hop, but it's always once in a long while. But the day that I listened to God Did that project, it kind of hiked up my interest in rap and hip-hop generally. So now I kind of listen more frequently. I listened to the project sometime in August 2022 in a car, so like the instrumentation, everything kind of hit me, you get what I'm saying? DJ Khaled came through with the vocals, Friday came through with the melody, Ricky Rose came through with the flows, Lil Wayne came through with some legendary stuff, and Jay-Z, of course, as you guys know, if you listen to that project, he came through with stuff for legends. Like literally he kept going and going and going and going, and he wouldn't stop. But I was just so blown away by that, because it was like my first time hearing something like that. And when he finally pumped the brakes and he goes like, "Forgive me, it's my passion talking," I was like, yeah, you made that pretty obvious, right? And I was so impressed with like the project, the overall project, and Jay-Z's verse that I picked up the challenge, like covered the entire project. Like I kind of said that out of excitement. I'm like, yo, I'm gonna cover this project, you feel me? And stuff like this are easier said than done, you get what I mean? But if I pick a challenge up music related, I don't like to let myself down, so I kind of hopped online and grabbed an instrumental to the project. But I didn't start working till like 2 months later, at the end of the month of October, because I listened to the project sometime in August, because I was kind of thinking about, putting ideas together of the message I was gonna pass on the project. And I'm like, yo, this is 2022, my story is out there, so this may just be another medium to like put the story out there, you feel me? So I decided to talk about my story, my life, my music journey, things that was going on in my personal life. Spared some bars for them youngins, spared some bars for them countries and some shits going on. Talked about love, you know, we talked about unity, talked about some sensitive topics like racism, racial discrimination, and, you know, putting an end to that and other stuff. I talked about everything that I could literally think of at that moment. So after giving up and picking the project back up many times, I was able to finish in December. So I wrote the project through November and December. But when I was done, although I was happy that I could finish, but I totally forgot about the project, you feel me? I'm like, yo, I already did this. It was a challenge I picked upon myself and I delivered. So, and again, it was that period where I was kind of contemplating going offline, you feel me? So I felt like in a way I kind of wasted my time. It was like emotions clashing at that moment. So I just kind of forgot about the project to like 8 months later, in the month of August 2023, I was already offline and working. So I was kind of going through my phone on a fateful day and I came across the project and I'm like, yo, I did this like literally 8 months ago. Let me listen. And when I did listen, I kind of discovered something. Every line that hit me. Every line was like beginning to make sense at that point. And I'm like, yo, everything that I took time off of social media for, the purpose, everything that I kind of took time off to understand, everything is just, I kind of like put everything on the project, right, without even knowing. So the whole message I passed on that cover was beginning to make sense to me at that point. And I'm like, oh my goodness, if not for any other reason, I'm gonna put this project out for like the message, you feel me? So one, it was a challenge that I picked up on myself, and the world got that project because of the message that I passed. I feel like from where I sit right now, and from the moment that I kind of released into that project, yeah, God did cover is like, it's gonna stay evergreen to me, right? It's like a project that I can basically relate to at any point in my career, whatever height that I'm gonna climb to in my career, and not just me but the fans too, right? Because you can like see me making some moves tomorrow and you're gonna be like, nah, this is something that he had already talked about, predicted. So God did cover is like a prophecy into the future, because I dropped some bars like, I want to put food on my table and my neighbors too, raise money for charity, want to do that too, want to be the voice of the voice deprived minor group, which is kind of where the name of the EP came from. Yeah, and the last line, I love black and white, want to bring them together too, which is kind of like unity and stuff. And this is kind of everything that I represent, you feel me? So I'm like, yo, I'm gonna put this song out for the message, you feel me? And I'm not even gonna lie right now, to be honest, I feel like I may just be the only artist to have covered that song, like first, second, third verse, like just being me without no feature. And doing that, being someone with albinism, makes it a whole lot more beautiful to think about, because my race, we don't do cool stuff like this, you feel me? And it kind of bothers me in a way, you get it kind of makes the whole time energy that I invested in the process a lot more rewarding. You get what I mean? And me doing it, being someone with albinism, was also part of a message that I'm putting out there, which is to people of my race, people with albinism, yo, get up, confront your fears, and do the unthinkable. I mean, let's take this as an illustration, right? There, a group of friends gathered, and there's always that stubborn-headed one in the mix, right? And you scrolling aimlessly. One of them is just scrolling aimlessly through social media, and they kind of come across this God did cover, right? And it's like, yo, this dude covered this project 8 minutes. You guys should come see. And there's just that stubborn-headed one over there who's like, nah, who's not really into that kind of stuff, because you don't really know. But maybe one of the guys from the crew may just be like, oh, he's someone with albinism too, and that is gonna like get his attention, because this isn't something that you see every day or something that you hear about, you know. So I feel like doing it being someone with albinism makes it a whole lot more unique to me. And as far as God did cover go, that is that. And if I'm to do that again, honestly, I feel like I'm gonna cover more minutes, maybe 12, maybe 15, maybe 20, with a deeper message, because like I said, if I pick a challenge and it's music related, I don't like to let myself down. So that is all you need to know about God Did. I mean, that is all there is to know, honestly. to solidify the foundation for a uniquely different legacy. Let me explain. You see, we people with albinism, especially the ones born and brought up in Africa and possibly chasing a dream, I feel like we have two mandatory things to do. Like, automatically we have two mandatory things to do, and one is proving ourselves and two is proving every other person wrong. You feel me? There are these misconceptions and narratives about my race that I intend to change, that I intend to correct. And one of those misconceptions and narratives is we people with albinism being concluded as incapable, citing our color, our race as like the major barrier. Like, most of us are immediately like written off, like based on appearance, how we look. And it shouldn't be that way if you think about it. Like, this is someone with albinism trying to chase a dream, right? And you thinking about these misconceptions and these narratives, you can just, give up and get discouraged. You get what I mean? And that is what I want to get changed. So me basically going through with this move, and I need you to understand first of all that this move is kind of more personal to me than it's risky, because dropping an EP is not like something new within upcoming artists, like amongst upcoming artists, but like two at a time, that is something new. You get what I mean? And me being someone with albinism too, that is a whole lot of guts, if you feel me. So I feel like me doing this is kind of me waving a middle finger to those misconceptions and narratives about my race. I mean, you can tell me that this is the level that you can achieve to, this is the limit that you can get to just because you're someone with albinism, and you expect me to buy that shit. I mean, it's not making sense to me. You get what I mean? That is something I want to get changed. And secondly, this is me firing up every other person with albinism out there to get up and chase the dreams, rise above hate, rise above discrimination, rise above whatever comments, racial comments and whatever, and become whoever you picture yourself to become. Confront your fears, do the unthinkable, break barriers, you know what I mean, exceed all expectations. So this is the whole point of like making this move, going through with something like this. You feel me? A lot of people feel like this is a risk. Of course it is, but like I said, it is more like personal to me that is risky. But if we were to talk about the risk aspect, right, I feel like fear makes up about 70% of a risk, because you taking the risk, you know that there's a higher percentage of everything going south than actually up north. But the mindset of a risk taker is, I don't give a shit, whatever happens has happened, but I'm gonna still go through with this no matter what. And that is kind of the mindset that I'm approaching this with. You feel me? I feel like God put me on earth to make music, to inspire, using this music thing. So as far as music is concerned, there's no plan B. I feel like there is an umbrella, and I'm kind of like under the music umbrella, and under that umbrella there's gonna be plan A and plan B. Let's just say this is plan A, right? And they don't work out, you feel me? It's gonna be plan B, plan C. This is gonna be A to Z, plan A to Z. And if they don't work out as well, we're gonna figure out what to try next. We're not the ones that give up. We keep on grinding steady, you feel me? Me being someone with albinism, picking this burden up on my shoulder, that I'm gonna inspire everybody else, every other person with albinism, right? You need to understand that if I'm weak, I can do this. So if this don't maybe pay off, you feel me? That don't mean I'm gonna like get depressed or just run into hiding or just fold. No, that is enough motivation to keep going. We're gonna try a lot of things till something work. You feel me? And like I said, we're under the umbrella of music, because outside that umbrella there is no other umbrella. It's just sunlight, harsh weather and rainfall. That means music is plan A and only plan A. I believe in myself and I believe in my craft. That is why I'm able to do this, and I hope I've been able to, satisfy your curiosity with the answer to the question, But to be very honest, I can't do it without you guys. See, the love that y'all showered upon me and support back in 2022 has kept me going, you feel me? It's fueled me to this point. Despite being offline, I kind of felt it, you get what I mean? I sincerely apologize for being off for so long, but it's for the greater good. I know that you guys can't really understand what I'm saying right now, but it's for the greater good. And right now I'm honestly gonna need all the love and support that I can get, and that is solely dependent on each and every one of you. I solicit your love and your support. Come on, come through for your boy. Let's go crazy one more time, but this time, crazy. Feel me? Let's have an amazing time. The unexpected, really the unexpected. You see, back in 2022, I didn't really give the fans much of the Fayboy that they wanted to see or they gathered to see, because the call for self-rediscovery and understanding this purpose and having a clearer vision of where you want to be and things that you want to achieve with this music thing kept coming in, so I had to like take them. So my going off was kind of abrupt in a way. It was like without no announcement or anything, which is like something that I really apologize for. And a lot of people feel this move is gonna hurt me in a way, but I feel like I said earlier on in the interview, this is kind of the best move that I've made. I'm kind of gonna profit and benefit. I kind of profited and benefited of this move than, you know, to any extent that is gonna hurt me, if you get what I mean. Because this version of Fayboy that is coming back, this is a version of Fayboy on a mission, a version of Fayboy with the vision of version of Fayboy with a purpose. You feel me? A version of Fayboy that is not gonna stop until he is living the dream, until he is fulfilling the purpose. A version of Fayboy that is leaving no stone unturned until the message is out there. You get what I mean? And that is like the version of Fayboy that I've always wanted in my life, and taking time off kind of already made that happen for me. So as far as the EP go, like I said, expect the unexpected. You're in for a real treat with the body of work. It's to the madness, it's to the chaos. I can't wait to share them with you all. And yeah, I'm gonna sign off with this message like this: spread love, spread unity, spread positivity, say no to racial discrimination, and lastly, peace.